Alright. Another day, another patch for Final Fantasy XIV. It's time for patch 6.4, the Dark Throne. I think we're gonna finally fight Golbez. It's been a long time coming. But even though it's 6.4, it feels like it isn't as major, because we're only, well, I guess I'll have to see, but there's the MSQ for one, so it's going to add a bit of story to that, and then there is the last tier of the 8-man raids, and then there is Tataru's the Grand Endeavor. I think that's it for now, because I think the rest of it is going to happen in smaller micro patches, like 0.5 patches, but that is yet to be seen. But for now though, I'm gonna go and start the MSQ and get through that, which is actually over here. Actually, I can just take the thing. I could just walk, or I could not walk to the Megaduta. Everyone should be here, right? Unless they've already done it. It's pretty late for me, but yeah, there's like still a few people here. Stragglers like me. Cylindra, 'tis good to see you. Oh. Did I put the auto on? I did put the auto. Oh no. Estinian is for 0. How do I stop this? Stop auto advance. Can I re-enable it? Yeah, I can re-enable it. I think I had it on because I was doing... What was I doing? I think I was testing recording dialogue in some of the cutscenes for it, and I forgot to turn it off. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, 0. Is something the matter? No. Cylinder paid us a visit, and so I was appraising her of her recent developments, or lack thereof. Are you heading somewhere? Aye, to replenish my ether. You mean suck an apple dry? You just say I'm hungry. Would you like to come? Sure. You know, I do the MSQ at the worst times because look at this. It's foggy and dark. A rare but most welcome invitation. Timely too, I might add. I myself was thinking of venturing out into the city. It'll be my pleasure to join you. Will you accompany us, of course? You got it. Come then. I have an errand to run at the bazaar first. Let's go to the bazaar. Let's go help out with errands. Where is these errands at? These errands are over at... just near the main etherite? Oh, actually I should have went here. That's fine. I'll just walk down the hall here. No use in teleporting twice. Alright, let's see. What are you even looking for, Zero? Spices? You are picking up spices. Marie told me to do so before my next visit. Mr. Zero has quite the tolerance, you see. The sisters know we Hanish are fond of spicy food, but I doubt any of us could keep up with her. With just the spices they normally have on hand, the Mahane can't quite satisfy her, which is why I'm happy to provide what they need to achieve more rigorous flavors. Now then, variety being the spice of life, perhaps you'd like to choose something extra to blend with Mistress Zero's usual. It'll help keep things interesting. What do you say? Fine by me. You can appreciate the nuances of this world's sustenance far better than I can, I expect. You won't. But Zero can't taste anything, right? A colorful array of spices peer out from hempen sacks. Crimson is probably going to be hot. Black corns is going to be little hot. Little red husks. Marshmallow flakes. Let's do the red husks. Citrus-like scent. A zesty note. No, I don't want zesty. What is the other ones? Sharp aroma suggests a bracing flavor. I don't know what they mean by bracing. Corns tickle your nose with a pungent yet enticing aroma. An appetizing accent. No? What's the red stuff? The crimson stuff. A healthy sweat. Yeah, the red is... Yeah, let's do the sweat. Let's do the hot stuff. That's a fine choice, but don't take my word for it. Here, have it. Oh no. Zero may wish to observe your reaction. It would be considerate to sample the spice in her presence. Okay. Do I have it on me? No. You tentatively place some of the spice on your tongue. A veritable blaze engulfs your mouth. Your reaction speaks volumes. That will suffice then. She's okay with it. Always a pleasure, Mistress Zero. And do give Marie my regards. Okay, let's go. Let's go around the corner here. Can't mount in town. Should be right here through these doors. Yeah. Yeah.
My usual, please. But with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure. Well now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
I don't need that much.
No, you need all of it.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it. There would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once. And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
No, I'll put it all in there.
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps.
Give it to the dragon.
Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
And I'll take it. Give me both bowls.
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzatan, Zero. in the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body. Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
In the beginning, this land was no more than refuge for me. But now it is my home, and the people of Radzat-Han my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation. And naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us. What many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak. I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek. What is going on?
What's happening?
Oh, the food's here.
Compliments of Mistress Zero, the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart.
Is that the bread that I think it is? Because I've had that bread before.
Oh, by all means, I'd welcome the challenge.
Oh, he's done. This guy's done.
Sisters have mercy. The smell alone is...
He's done.
Ah! It burns! It burns!
To better maintain the facade, the alchemists ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food. However, I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
Apologies for the delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Relax. I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this. Come. Let's replenish our ether.
You just say let's eat. That was perfect.
I trust you have eaten your fill. I shall have Merit prepare a meal for us to take to Estinian. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment. By this hour, he will have retired to his chambers at Magaduta. Come, let us pay him a visit.
The spicy curry has left you slightly flushed and set your heart racing. Whatever challenges await, you are ready to face them head on, and with feeling. Do I get a buff? It'd be pretty cool if they gave me a buff. They did give me a buff. Spicy circulation 22. Reforged by the flames of truly challenging curry, and it lasts 14 seconds. Okay. It would have been nice if it was an actual cool buff, but I guess that'll have to do. Let's see, where are they at? They're at the Megaduta. Let's go back. Give Estinian the curry. Megaduta. Alright. We're back. Master Estinian. Yes, he has returned to his chambers. I shall be happy to escort you. Let's go.
Estinian, are you there? We've brought something for you.
I enter.
All right. I hope he enjoys sweat, because he's about to sweat more.
Squid masala from the Mehane. I thought you might enjoy it.
Masala, eh? I prefer my squid dried. But I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks. Idle as I am in our sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
Estinian sounds like a little happier than usual.
Shall we disrobe as well?
Oh, okay.
No. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make himself presentable at once, I am sure.
Okay.
At last. We've been looking for you.
My friends, tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Orionge's assistance.
Ishtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Ashdaya are on the moon of the 13th. Unlike here in the Source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory. Having once been a single hole, the Source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography. And according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound. All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the Source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th.
Amazing.
Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Urianger's counsel.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
That's nice, people.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil. A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage. The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether. After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the Brand's imprisoning Zodiarch, and we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the Star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
Sure.
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
Let's go open up a moon gate. The Dark Throne. Give me the silver. Alright, Urianger. Let's going ham. If one and all are ready, then let us set forth. Our preparations to complete. Our preparations to complete? Yeah. If I may, I beg a moment of exchange. I want to exchange this vessel for its grown counterpart. It is in the keeping of alchemists of the High Crucible. Of course, we shall accompany thee thither, and thence begin our... Oh no. We shall accompany thee thither, and thence begin our journey. Wonderful. Okay. So let's go thee thither. This thither. Wait, is it just outside? I don't want to teleport if it's just outside. It is not just outside, it is somewhere else in Razathan. So I'm just going to take the shortcut. Is there a crystal here? There is a crystal at the bottom of the steps here. Let's go to... Is it... Let's go to the plaza. It should be this direction. I think we're going to talk to Nidana, right? We're going to take her on a little trip. Right, Ryanje? My apologies for the delay. My, that is a striking simulacrum, indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain Ashtoa's plan in greater detail. Do it. As you know, we seek to open a void gate in Mare Lamentorum, that we might gain direct passage to the moon on the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the moon, we must needs accomplish two tasks. The first is the procurement of a substantial quantity of ether, and subsequent delivery of it onto the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the telephorized spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of our world. Thus, we must seek an alternative means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal onto the moon was placed under the supervision of the Ilsabard contingent. If we would employ it to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. I should like to believe they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the ether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity needed? Aye. A likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing. There I shall reveal more. So there's a place where there's just a bunch of ether lying around for us to take. That won't upset the balance. Seems awfully convenient. Let's see, airship landing, airship. Okay. I didn't get to an etherite. Why couldn't you guys have just talked in front of the etherite? Why did we have to talk in front of the... over there? We didn't even grab Nidana. We could have just went straight to the airship landing first. Airship landing, airship landing. Let's go. All are present and accounted for? Excellent. We shall travel to Sharlayan and then seek the nearby Isle of Ham. Near onto the surface of this isle do rivers of ether converge. The churning energy of this confluence is released by the waves of geysers. By the way of geysers. Originally, the Ragnarok was to be powered by ether harvested from the isle. But as you well know, an alternative power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage onto Ultima Thule, to the very limits of existence, was facilitated by not less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isle of Ham's vast ether deposits remain untouched. We may help ourselves to that energy, provided we are able to secure the forum's permission. Yet again, with any permission, is nothing straightforward in this world. It's true. Such is the nature of politics, I fear. And as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer are we a recognized collective, a somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there is a recognized and respected body upon which we might prevail, the students of Baldesion. Upon arriving in Sharlayan, let us seek our friends at the Annex. Yeah, there's a lot of hoops to jump through here. One crowd to another. Hey, let me talk to some people. Welcome back, Cylindra. What brings you here today, and in such colorful company? Greetings, Ojika. On this occasion, we are come to seek the students' assistance in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you'll want to speak with Kryl. She's in the main hall, sorting through our archives. There's a visitor with her at the moment, but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. Oh, this guy?
Well now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends. As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Oh, she hasn't met Zero. Oh, she hasn't met Zero yet.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erinville occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see. From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Kryl fair warning. Hence my visit today.
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
No, it isn't guild shit business, but rather... homecoming. But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I'm in the way.
Far from it. As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage.
Tell us where the ether is. Tell us.
To that end, we require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Ham. We came in the hope of exploring how it might best be procured.
An invasion from the 13th? Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
You have a knack for finding trouble. If Gleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession.
Probably.
It's true the Isle of Ham is a veritable font of ether, but as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction, only a privileged few get to set foot there. I myself haven't.
Okay, let's see. Is this gonna work? check. I think the stream broke? Yeah, so I think YouTube had a hiccup in the middle of that entire cutscene. But yeah, we're going somewhere. Cryo told us to go to a place. Well, we need permission first from the forum, and then we can do a thing. Internet. I wish you just work. Let's see. So, we're going to Labyrinthos. I really hope the stream doesn't break when I go into the raids, because that's going to be awful. Let's see, so it's over here somewhere. Here they are. Visitors? How delightful. If you require assistance, then ask away. It so happens you've caught me in a pre-post-deadline bliss. Forgive us for the abruptness of our inquiry, but 'tis our understanding that thou had charge of the Ragnarok's propulsion systems. We should like to know how ether harvested at the Isle of Ham was to be stored and transported into the Ark, if the disclosure of such information is permitted. Oh, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that can store ether just like we use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple, but quite brilliant in construction. They rivaled even crystals for etheric capacity. I pity we never got to use them. Ah, how muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large and we extricated ourselves from a waist-high mire of work only to end up in a chin-high deep in another. I was at one with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation, but now I am truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? Why, I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on the knife edge of failure. He's not impressed. No one's impressed. Zero's definitely not impressed. We are glad for you. Quite. On the subject of the ether tanks, do you know what became of them? What did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. Oh, but I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now. Just look for the fellow wearing an outfit that screams, "I've been on vacation," and you haven't. Alright, well, we shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret, and do look after thyself. You got it. Come, let us seek out this individual attired in manner suggestive of a recent furlough. Say, why don't we just check the map? Down here somewhere. Recent furlough. Recent furlough. It's gotta be over here. Oh, yeah. Definitely this person. The face that launched our teeny tiny boy toy boat. How have you been, Cylindra? Able to catch a bit of rest? Oh, if I don't know about the ether tanks, who in Baragot's name would? Born right in me very workshop they were. A pleasure as always, Master Kokoi. Kokol? Master Kokol. I trust thy respite proved rejuvenating. And then some. But I won't bore you with the details, at least not without a drink in me. So, why the interest in our little tanks? Permit me to explain. Please do. Please explain everything to him. I see. Think I've got the long and short of it. It goes without saying, but we all owe you more than we can ever repay. If you need our ether tanks, then they're at your disposal. There's just one problem. You need the Forum's approval to set foot on the Isle of Ham. Were it up to me, you'd be on the next ship out. But that lot can't wipe their arses unless there's an accordance with procedural motions. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate. Phalanx thumping thighs are Master Fortuno and Scholark Montague. What a surprise. Pardon the intrusion. The Forum has deliberated your petition, and we have decided to deliver our verdict directly. I would hope that the matter of pandemonium has not been overshadowed by other concerns, but that is a discussion for another time. You have been granted special dispensation to travel to the Isle of Ham for the purposes of etheric extraction, on one condition. On account of its rich deposits of ether, the isle is home to throngs of vicious beasts. We ask that you cull any such creatures you encounter. That's easy. That's all. Given the vast amount of ether we seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Baldessian and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude, and we felt that expediting your request was a suitable way to repay it. A debt of gratitude. We have taken the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Ham. Your vessel awaits in Scholar's Harbor. Let's go then. Then I'd better get those ether tanks loaded onto the share ship. We'll be ready to take them where you need them, assuming it's safe. I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call. You got it, Cryle. Let's see, where is it? Oh, we're right in front of it. Where's the person? Okay. Let's see.
Bound for the Isle of Ham. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect. If you're ready to depart, then so am I. Just say the word.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Oh no, this guy?
Forgive me my delay.
Thancred? 'Tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Urianger tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face. And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Daring do.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee. I speak of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
Are we going on the boat or what? The ether font. Let's do it. NPCs. I just go in?
If you insist.
Ooh, polar bears. We're not gonna be fighting polar bears, are we? Oh, we're fighting that for sure. Gonna have us pick on the polar bears? What do they ever do? Alright, let's do this.
Be gone!
Not fighting polar bears, right? Yeah, they're fine. They're just watching. I don't want to fight polar bears.
Make ready! Be gone!
Darkness take you!
You're mine!
Who keeps casting that? Some really cozy music for a dungeon.
My turn.
Then that should be the last pull, right? Nope. Got another pull.
You're mine!
This will hurt.
She wasn't kidding. What is this? The Lingbacker? Alright. The strange model. Alright.
Prepare yourself!
Do it, Thancred. Do it. So you're either gonna stand right here. Oh, okay. Let's see what this one is. Why are they going over here? All standing over here waiting for me.
Darkness, take you!
Oh, they're stacking two mechanics at once this time. Okay, got it. I think he's dead. He's very dead. Dead before I could cast. Alright, let's move on. What is this? Oh, okay. It's kind of cool. The only thing I will never not like,
Make ready!
well, I mean, the one that I will never like is that in these NPC runs, they never do AoEs. It's always single target. Granted, after a period of time as the battle has gone, they do these mega attacks, mega single target attacks to make it go slightly faster. But still, it still takes a long time. That's why it's hard to do those trusts to get those achievements. Just takes a lot of time. Treasure. Where is he going? Where is he going?
That's far enough.
You're mine!
Got him.
Together we shall overcome this. You're mine!
Pick on the oversized penguins. I feel like this should be boss now? Maybe? Yeah, here we go, boss. The Arcus. Alright.
Together we shall overcome this.
Battle cry. He crying out. Oh crap.
Darkness, take you!
Try and stop me! Be gone!
Darkness, take you!
Be gone! My turn.
Together we shall overcome this.
Oh, that was not far enough.
You're mine!
It's fine, I got it. Onward to the last boss. Yeah, looks like a lot of ether to me. Just sitting there, ripe for the taking.
Make ready!
Together we shall overcome this.
Make ready!
I don't see nothing. Never mind. They were here the whole time.
make ready!
I'll take this. Materia. Ugh. Alright, Thancred, go. And they always use their supercharged moves when I need to do my combo. Oh, and I messed up. Wonderful.
You're mine! My turn.
And everyone's too slow for zero. Oh, Urianji's mad. Yep, that was big hit on her from Urianji. Mapping the realm. That means we're here. We've arrived. This is the Kraken? Again? Octomammoth. This sure looks like a Kraken, though. Oh, we're gonna slide our way down here? Okay, it's fine. Does everyone get their own platform? Oh no, we get the same platform.
Together we shall overtake ready!
Am I getting hit? Because I'm... Uh-oh.
My turn.
Okay, so each thingy does a cone attack. Crap.
Got you!
Yeah, it seems easy enough so far. until they start combining mechanics. Tidal breath. Does it pass its halfway point? I feel like it is. Yeah, it is. Going. Should we maybe be moving? I feel like we should be moving. Telekinesis. Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh, it points to the platforms are gonna explode. Got it. Wait for me. Don't leave me. Breath stroke. Uh-oh, where am I going? Oh, yep. It didn't matter where I was gonna stand because I was too late. Alright, let's try this again. Like, why can't they just have me just go straight to the final boss? Why do I have to jog my way back? Like, does there need to be a punishment? I don't think there needs to be, but it's whatever. Alright, Kraken, we're coming back. Round 2. We'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Together we shall overcome this. My turn. My turn.
These 3 things are going to point towards some pillars. The ones that are going to explode.
My turn.
This is where I failed last time, right? Okay, so I have to go this way. And then reset. Three pillars. Three pillars are going to point to something. I should be fine. I hope I'm fine. Nope, I'm not fine. Gonna do it again. Yeah, did it again. It's fine. We did it. Let's go take our ether now. Alright. Let's get out of here. After I check what's in this chest. Okay. Let us procure this ether.
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once. Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished.
Okay.
I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger.
Sure, you got it.
Oh, by the by. Where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided it ain't too far.
Going to the moon.
We would need them transported to Galemon, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way. I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
It's true, actually.
Why would you say such a thing? You were not bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust.
It's always trust and friendship. What else would it be?
I remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it? It had no place in my dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriates betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time.
That's terrible advice. Terrible.
Aye, absolutely fine.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows.
The shadows, Rubicante.
But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Indeed. The client seeketh Archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Huh. Who is this client?
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down, hmm?
Alright, let's see, where are we at? Where's the Surianje? To not only allow us to the use of tanks, but to arrange the transportation to Garlemald besides. Blessed are we to count on Kokol among our allies. Unto thee we must also give thanks, Thancred, for coming to our aid on such short notice. Please, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call on me again. Oh, we'll hesitate. We'll always hesitate. Let's see, skill, speed, piety, tenacity. I guess skill speed's the only thing I might care about. Next time. Alright, let's go. Let's move. With the tank's transportation thus arranged, our first task is complete. We may now turn our attention to the second. To wit, obtaining the blessing of the Ilsabar contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy onto the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Glass, where we may present our petition to Commander Lucia. Well, let's go see Lucia. Let's see. Over here, where people are casting spells and things. See ya. We need your help. Cylindra, allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Voidsend incursion. Your action saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Yes, great import. Indeed, we appreciate your counseling with us instead of taking unilateral action. 'Tis no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only of the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. Though we may have yet to re-establish a governing body, we provisionally refer to those who remain here as the Garlean community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Garleans, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, it is like to cause distress and reopen old wounds. Better than facing a mass invasion by Golbez and his Voidsent hordes, surely. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of the situation, as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet even if we were to convey our warning to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Haven't these people said and seen Voidsent with their own eyes? Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in the cold. A natural thing to do might be to take them to a fire, yes? Or to make them a fire. But what if that person's sole experience with fire is being badly burned by it, and they harbored an acute fear? Despite the benefits, nay the necessity, of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggression and lash out. So like the fire that torments this individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We should speak with Alphino and Alize. With the rapport they have established with the Garlean people, I dare say they can provide us with valuable insights. Are they still here? In the meantime, Urianje, may I ask you that you remain here to oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation? And the Garlean people are such a delicate people, despite the fact that they've always been about war. It's the difference between the civilians and the military that push their agenda. Where am I going? I'm going to Tertium. Alphino, talk to us. am glad to see you, Cylindra. Ritra has explained our present dilemma. 'Tis no unfounded concern that the Garleans might take poorly to this reactivation of the Tower of Babel. That's putting it mildly. Many would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Ilsmar contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly, or we risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Rust again. Well, it seems to me there's naught for it but to speak to the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend an ear to their concerns. Then, perhaps, we can begin working towards a compromise. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community leaders. They're at a station called Senatus? Near the Senacrulum Imperialis. I would be honored to speak with them, though it be prudent to learn where people elsewhere stand as well. But that I will leave to the others. Save Zero, might you accompany me? I'm sure those in Tapper's Den will have their own opinions. Alphino, if I may drag you along. Tertium, we leave to you. You're no stranger to the people here, so it should take a little prodding to convince them to speak freely. Yeah, fine. Then it's settled. Once you've learned what you can, let's all meet in the forum, Solus, so we'll have what I hope is a productive discussion. Alright, let's go have a productive discussion. Let's go talk with the farthest person here. Serious lad. No, stop it. The tower is evil. It'll turn us all evil. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. The first person I talk to is a boy. Of course he's not going to understand anything. Fretting lady. I want to turn on the tower. That tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago, when I lived in the provinces, the locals razed our village to the ground with the stuff. Made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. Can still see when I close my eyes. You've done us a good turn, dear, but let's not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. Magics. Dirty magics. I want to turn on the tower. Activate the Tower of Babel? Are you out of your mind? The abomination transformed my friends and family into monsters. I can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. If you want to do something for us, tear the bloody thing down. Contemplative citizen. The Tower of Babel? But what's it got to do with Voidsent? I can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much and more for us Garlands. If you say it's necessary, then it's good enough for me. It's one person. That's one of 5. Let's see, can we go for 2? 2 for 5? Oh, her again? We talked to you. Why are you still sitting here? You should be up and about. Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. I mean no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Garlean people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though if we dared speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions, call our rations, or worse. No, forget I said anything, please. The contingent's not gonna do that. Where is Julius? Outside? Let's get out of here then. Alright, Julius. I tried. Or 0. Any luck, 0? Julius is on his way with the others. I hope you found the people more receptive than we did. Nope, not really. Cylindra. May I present to you Lords Gnaeus and Metius, magistrates of our political council. They have been spearheading the efforts to establish a new system of government here. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted that we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Ilsbar contingent. I see Alphino and Alizé have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some of you are present. We simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The tower is the manifestation of Garlean ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the imperial family, and it will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we have had to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid, and now you people propose reactivating it? Nay, we have had enough. The Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to her own people, not to Eorzea nor any other land. Oh no, these people. We came here to assert our unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald and all that lies within her bounds is beholden to no one. No, you don't care. We just want to do something in the tower. We're not trying to take anything. They're blowing this way out of proportion. Just let us in the tower. Julius, help us here. Since their excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to Tertium. I'll also instruct Alphino and Alizé to meet us there. Lord Metius, Lord Gnaeus, by your leave, my comrades and I would speak with the residents of Senatus. Though the Ilsbar contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated, and thus I think it meet that I be present for this discussion. Yet my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires, of their dreams for the future, is sorely lacking. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I only wish to identify common ground, upon which we might build a relationship that sees us overcome our differences. Very well, but know that the guards will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your action to be inappropriate. If it's settled then, you should all head to Senatus. I'll join you there after I see their excellencies safely to Tertium. Okay, bye. Where am I going, though? Oh, over there. Who's waiting for me over here? Alphino and Alizé? It should be right here. Here it is, Senatus, a temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence this tight security. I'm given to understand that outsiders are not normally permitted to so much as a glimpse inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. I hope it will be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero. As do I. Let's do it. Let's get in there. To begin, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Elsebar contingent and the current state of affairs. We'd also do well to learn about this enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. Let's do it. Greater good. Starting with these piles of crates. Wait, why am I... Investigate Sonatas by... Stockpile of supplies bears marking provided by the Elsebar contingent. They're reliant on the contingent. Okay. It's another subway station. Watcher on the tower. You want to know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much. Our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life. What remains of it at any rate, I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. Okay. Continue to not think. That's fine. It's a choice. Look at these barrels. Such nice barrels. The large casks are the very same you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum. Why are they here in Sonatas is unclear. Well, they've been transporting ceruleum because they probably need it. They need heat. They definitely have a better spread than tertium. Nobles. Always getting the better of things. I want to turn on the tower. How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without aid. Be that as it may, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever, and there's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Well, it's not like you guys are doing anything anyway. You all would have died if you weren't here. Any luck, Varshan? Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? They don't want me turning on the tower. Much the same as me, then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbor a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times must I tell you, it's absolutely out of the question? Who's yelling? What's going on? We were wondering the very same. We came running when we heard shouting. Is aught the matter? No, I was just trying to explain. Mayhap you can clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the magitech weapons which run rampant throughout Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we propose the elimination of all machina that loiter near the supply route. But you heard them. They refused to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken on this matter. Rampant or no, those Warmok now are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who's to say they are as dangerous as you? Oh my god. They still think they're real assets? If they're hostile, they're not assets anymore. It has been suggested that this could be a pretense to scavenge Magitech material for your own ends. I know not if this is the case, but the fact remains we cannot allow you to destroy. Oh my god. You can just take them after we take them down. Like, it's not a big deal. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous. But they have spoken, and unless we want to inflame tensions further, there is naught we can do. How complicated relations become when not grounded in a clear and equitable arrangement. An equitable arrangement. Of course. Well, I do understand the difficulty of your position. As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? By all means. Okay. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass, where we might discuss a solution. Okay. Let's see what this big idea of his is. Okay, so we're going back to the camp? Yeah. Let's hear this big idea. Sean is a very wise dragon after all. Alright, Maxima. Hear us out. Well, back all of you. I pray there have been positive developments in your effort to appeal to the Garlean community. Not really. But there is the method by which I believe all stand to gain. As satrap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Razat-Han and the people of Garlemald. Please continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. That they have been able to survive thus far is thanks to the Ilsebard contingent, or rather, in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. 'Tis no surprise, then, that some Garleans are loath to engage with foreigners, for fear of indebting themselves further, or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement. Equitable. That's what it is, equitable. One that would restore to them a sense of agency after having been forced to rely upon charity. Easier said than done. What exactly did you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Razat-Han abided by a treaty of non-interference. Freely we have traded with one another, and I wish but to continue in this tradition. We would provide your people with such supplies as you require, in return for which you would grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel. We as well as share your Magitech resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more ceruleum to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Radhatan's culture will be enriched by your Magitech wonders, and our ever-reaching demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Only when both sides keep the interest of the other in mind can an equitable relationship be forged. 'Tis a principle I once thought I understood, but have come to appreciate all the more in recent days, thanks to the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Garlean, I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Razat-Han were to take the initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. If you see in this sense in my proposal, then I ask you to join me in the negotiations at Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lords Neus and Matthias. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operation, so I too shall hie me in Tertium. Let's go have us a grand old time with some magistrates. Alright, let's have a discussion. A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by rights, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. And rest assured, it is not our intent to infringe upon the rights of people in Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. As the satrap of Razat-Han, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. Yes, explain to them everything. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers, and the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. 'Tis true we do not want for Magitech and Ceruleum, and foreign currency won't be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You served the Emperor. Were a proud patriot. Yet now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant? Like you, I wait for what we have lost. But if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must take use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You are a traitor, Neus. There will be a reckoning. Oh yes, when the people of Sinus learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. Lord Matthias, wait. It isn't safe out there. We have rampaging Magitech out there. Remember? That's what it's gonna be. It's rampaging Magitech, watch. Let's go save him from rampaging Magitech. It's too far dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Matthias. Let us leave matters here in Maxima's care while the rest of us join in on the search. If Lord Matthias is bound for Senatus, we may be able to catch up to him in Reggio Brisugna. Pray he's not come to any harm. Well, let's go find him. Are we gonna fight something? Might. Is this a wall? This is a wall. Flying into a wall. It's over here somewhere. Is it this? Yeah, it's a rampaging Magitech. I should have. Alright, dude. I saved you from rampaging Magitech. I'm alive? Yeah, you're alive.
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
And you were about to die. By your own asset.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless, and I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Aye, so long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me?
No, it's Tertium. I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
Elwipard, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
We just want to get in the tower, man. Let us into the tower.
Euless, wait. I'd like a word.
Oh, I said his name wrong too.
With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrates safely back to Tertium.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Just answer a question.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here. So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns. During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search for means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately I was undone. Overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
With a handshake. Actually, whatever you want.
Give me your hand.
You gonna handshake anyway?
It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
You know, I haven't seen the sun in this game for all the time that I've been playing. Thank you. I feel at last as though I found the answers I sought, and I owe it all to you and Ulysses. Right then. I expect the others have already arrived at Tertium. We should join them. Yeah, let's join them. After I take this bag of money. Have you come to an agreement? Can I go into the tower? Full glad am I to see everyone return, and none for the worse for wear. various representatives of the Garland community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable? I do. Aeneas, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiation solely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know that when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people at Tapper's Den, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Voidsun invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. Have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves in Senatus are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I am pleased to inform you all on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Razad Han. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you with access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Razad Han will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect. And it marks a significant step toward rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Razad Han holds Garland technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather round to hear the particulars that you might convey to them, to those elsewhere. Is that the serious lad from before? Does he understand what's happening? Gather around, everybody. So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel. A rather timely development given the Aether Tank's impending arrival. Once the tower's stores had been replenished, we need but a way to install a signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Yup. Then you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Elfino. No need to worry, devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. You are good friends. The day is always one with the power of friendship. Let's see. Let's go to the moon.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Ishtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Ishtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Ashdaya from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
You would have me go in my true form. Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon. To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzadhan, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Ashdaya, I will entrust her eye to your keeping. Will you do this for me?
Sure, I'll hold on to a dragon eye. Nothing bad's ever happened from holding a dragon eye.
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Ishtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
In Mare Elementorum, then. Go well.
To the moon! Again. Let's see. Mare Lamentorum. Where is it? Alright, let's do it. Let's do it, Oriange. Let's make it happen.
I took the liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other. Ishtora even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Containment seal? Then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it. We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
I mean, if you
Time
need me
is
to
of the
punch it.
essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
This is the part where they have me punch it to fix it, right? 'Cause that's what it sounds like. On my way to punch some brands. Just tell me where they need to land. With the Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiac's brands and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling void scent. Yet though we may expect it to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there is a chance it will allow lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, we should require a second line of defense, and I believe the Loperit's supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Urianger, Cylindra, the two of you have a strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Livingway and Bestway Burrows to provide any assistance they require. I will join you. As a void scent, my knowledge may be of use. An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to reforging the brands. I'll send word when we have finished. Pray do the same. Okay. Let's go talk to our bunny friends. Let's see. They're above me, aren't they? They're probably above me. Where else would they be? There you are. Ishtola has apprised me of your present undertaking. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots in our eye, our unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case the voice and containment seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can, and we'll bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there. Okay. I'll go wait. Bye. Northeast corner, huh? Well, I see people over here, so it must be here.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush! Even now, as we pursue new dreams, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always. Right, so, we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Voidsent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends. Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment, and who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
Oh no, they want me to fight them?
I believe I would make a better instructor.
Oh, thank God.
Not only have I fought Voidsent, I am one.
Okay. Bye.
Well, don't just stand there. Engage! 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 Engage!
That'll do, that'll do! A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into Voidsent slaughterbots! Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement... we just might be able to do it in 2.
Okay. You or Yanje?
This I leave to you.
Lomprit's eyes twinkle with anticipation as they await your buoyant extoliation. To wit, they yearn for you to rally their spirits. Okay, guys. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Just do it. Just fix the bots. Let's fix them. Fix them. Okay. I've encouraged them. My, everyone is in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have the supporters up and running again in no time. Pray attend to your remaining busy work and leave the deployment of our new and improved Voids and Slaughter bots to us. Okay.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands. Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
Oh, that was quick. The brands are ready, I presume. Excellent. With the Loporrits having deployed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin Estola post-haste and prise open our gate onto the void. Let's do it. After I figure out the fastest way there, which is... Nope, that's not it. There, right there. Here, let's activate it. First, I shall give the order to Alphino and Alizé in the Tower of Babel to channel Ether to the moon. Once we have amassed a sufficient amount of energy, Orianji and I shall begin our incantations to open the Void Gate. If all goes well, a tear will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place the containment seal. That is all. If there are no questions, let us begin.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
Make it so, number one.
The moment of truth.
But that wasn't even for like, that wasn't even 10 seconds of activation. It was barely a flicker. Could have done it at night when everyone was sleeping.
By the sisters!
Oriange, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate. A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
Oh, I can just turn it on? I don't need instructions?
Success! The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
Oh, hello.
What an enormous gate! Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
Oh, bye. Should have known better.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures. Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts, we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth, to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
Into the void once more.
Oh yeah, he can fit in that. Pheromone is red.
This is the moon of the 13th.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
No void scent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground, I leave to you all.
Oh, is this an explorable area? Kinda, sorta. Can I? Nope, can't mount. Of course I can't. Oh, let's look around. The surface of the moon is grim, a grim shade of crimson, consequence of the flood of darkness. Let's see which one's closer. This one's closer. No matter how hard you strain your eyes, no matter how you strain your eyes, you spy no signs of life. There ain't gonna be any life on this. There's no way life could survive on this. Hold your breath in an attempt to catch the faintest noise. Save for the sounds of your comrades, there is nothing. So far, you have failed to find any clues to Azdaya's whereabouts. Perhaps Zero has noticed something. Where's Zero? She's over here somewhere. Zero, what have you found?
The chasm has caught your attention as well.
Oh.
There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the cradle of darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered, but it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee. Climb on, my friends. Aztaya is here, within this chasm.
We're here.
Drown King. Kom na in Ötaan.
You were entrusted with Azdaya's eye, were you not?
Yeah, it's in my back pocket.
Who on? Oh, wak hom öte.
Li Tao An Kin Sis, Dies is hom in Fesk, Nuan ik hes in an, Ka an, Fesk wes an ul in.
Seth es lis, na fesk on, ner no vel ak stra I dran. Esk es I nesh I gol ak. So this is indeed Golbez's domain. Kies arn in.
Es fin ud in, ein an in.
Sis? Esk dir antar. For war Meradarn I Alan an. Les I el kol an. Zdis sorn I rum. Snar tiamat an. Kai ros an. Ke ul ke darn morn. Dis an. Kai an. Nal stra an.
Nar tal kin in eis. Adhan endran, esk tai an. Al kol es in, hes ud lar an, esk les ud an. Ses raz adhan lu an, snoson an hai hes in an.
Ta hes an elgol osk in. Ses kidir in an, kasta an. Sta in es katao, tai an. Es an stra in sorn.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
Ern el, I mished in ud. Kis targo, asrael dis tar, sma osk in sisman.
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
Asif tar no kol in. Do es I nesh I gol sorn, ka som ul mo gol. Skom les sau an, som du orta sis.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Yeah. It's time to save a dragon. The others have already begun searching for clues. Let us do the same. I'll take charge of this area, if you could see to the south. You got it. I'll go to the south. Just briskly jog over there, instead of using my mount, because I can't use my mount here. Everyone else is just standing around. What do you have to say, Yustola? I have only performed a cursory search, but I doubt there's anything of note further west. Perhaps you can try looking southeast. Alright, I'm going. I'm going. You got something to say, Vitra? I could not discern a structure of any kind from above. Whatever this place or object might be, Golbez hath hidden it well. Hidden, you say? Hidden, you say? It's probably above this ridge. Once I get to the top of it, I'm gonna see something, right? Something obvious? Nope. Nothing obvious. Let's see. Did Stola say southwest? She said southwest, right? I can see nothing southwest. I don't see nothing. Or did she say southeast? Is it in my log? No. Guess I'm checking over here. There's nothing here. Pile of rocks. Pile of rocks. Is it hidden somewhere? I mean, obviously it's hidden, because I can't find it. Oh, there's something. Point of interest.
Did you find something?
It's a crystal.
A memoria. But whose?
Oh, I'll find out right now.
You have lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to say in your defense?
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools. Like you would-be heroes. Aye. You do well to keep a close eye on each other. It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand. You'll see! Oh, yes. You will.
Death, may your soul find salvation.
can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You're a nobler man than I.
Come now, we're all shaped by the dark times more than we would care to admit. I choose to believe that, had these men known peace and plenty, they would not have been consumed by mistrust and avarice.
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones. Oh, her? She's like you, I hear. Hunts Memoriates taken by darkness.
Well, well. A kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
Oh, this is... We're seeing through the eyes of the mage, and this is the warrior that Zero met, yeah.
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious as you.
Is that so?
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Okay, bye.
Even when we share the same goal, we can't overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era.
Only a precious few memorials remain who cling to the light. With that, we could have won her over.
We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already, and another person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron.
Had another vision of the past, did you? What? I was in it. It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this memoria is...
So, you have come. You, who would oppose our crusade.
Tranquilo.
Oh. What?
You. I know you.
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say.
He sounds like, but his voice sounds like the guy outside the suit, though. That's weird. Unless the guy in the suit died and then he took his suit to honor him or whatever.
'Tis impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form, but to remember your past besides. But that is of no moment. You are the Memoriate who vanquished my minions, correct?
And what if I am?
Then, I would bid you join me. As a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you? More like fight as your pawn. It isn't me you want, but my power. And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon. But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself, and for those in whom I trust. My friends.
I see. A pity. It is for the dragon that you have come, yes? When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity. Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished. Your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
Oh no.
The darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent.
Archer! Smash!
Rise, O Shadow Dragon, and obey! Kill him.
Damn you!
Keep our guests occupied.
Don't worry, I got melee powered.
Save her, I beg thee. Save my sister.
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong. That dragon And you...
Nice of him to make a stage for us.
Come, face me.
I'll deal with you, then I'll free the dragon. Crystal power.
Accursed light. You, who have ever basked in its warmth, could never understand our envy. You will not deny us our release.
It's time. It's time to take down Golbez. But I'm gonna do it as a tank. Let's see. Trial. Am I not 615? Oh, crap. 630, 610. Wow, I can't do it as a tank. Or a healer. Oh, so only my monk. Only my monk got it. Alright. I guess I'm gonna be dying a lot. That's fine. That's fine. That's what happens when I don't keep my stuff updated. Do I even have the currency for better stuff? I do. I could just go quickly grab a piece, queue in as tank, but I think I can get in pretty fast. It says less than 5 minutes. But I've also been lied to before. Oh. Here's to hoping I figure it out. Someday. Any day now. Less than 5 minutes. I have 2 minutes left before I figure out if I'm lied to or not. It's happening. Let's do it. And that's the big sword. That's a real big sword. Okay, random people.
Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear.
That's Urianger's line.
Come, warriors from beyond the rift.
This is gonna be bad. For me, anyway.
If you would oppose our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny us salvation. This place shall be your tomb.
Something's happening. I see an orb going that direction.
I will free us from the wheel.
I'm making very random decisions here, and so far it's working, but that won't last long.
Where my Rhine-kissed
Oh, I know this one.
I will suffer no obstacles. No matter the foe, I will stay the course. Let lightning surge!
Doing okay so far. Ooh, that's bright. It's bright.
Such is your power.
Okay. What's happening?
Come forth, my servant of shadow. With abyssal dark and hero's blade, I bring my people liberation.
Oh, oh. I don't like what's happening.
You shall know true terror.
Dragon, hear me and obey. Crush them.
What's happening? Oh.
Bathe them in black flame.
Oh.
My meteors will extinguish your light.
This is fine. I'm fine.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Oh. No. Oh crap. Yep. Okay, I understand.
Look to the heavens for your doom.
I'll wait till this one clears. There's no way I'm gonna...
You wretch. Come forth, my servant of shadow!
Okay, is this the circle again or something else?
Let lightning surge!
Hope this is right.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Oh, yep, nope. Like, I understood it, but that went a lot faster than the first time. Oh, yep. Maybe I should have waited.
Hear me and obey. Look to the heavens for your doom.
I'll just wait.
Where my Rhine-kissed blades.
No. Okay, that's fine.
This place shall be your tomb. Crush them.
Oh. So many things happening right now. So many things happening.
My meteors will extinguish your light.
Oh, the heal came after the hit. Should have got the shield before, not after.
Come forth, my servant of shadow.
See this mechanic here.
Let lightning surge!
Oh, it's this one again. Yeah, I can do this one. You stand there, right?
A raging gale to rend you asunder!
Okay, this one I got. I got this one. Okay, so it's gonna be like this, and it's that one, and then we go over here. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Right. Oh. Our rotation's so messed up.
Dragon, hear me and obey!
I think this is fine though.
For your doom!
This is fine.
Where my rime-kissed blades!
It's fine. We're fine. I'm fine.
This place shall be your tomb!
Oh.
Crush them! Render unto me your all!
Both healers? Oh, both healers are down.
Will extinguish your light!
Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I don't know why that Reaper used the LB3, but I think I got it though. Oh, it's the two tanks? They might be able to do it, if they're good enough. Because the Paladin has mana for healing, the Warrior can self-heal. They should be able to do it.
Let lightning surge!
If they both use their... invul... Okay.
A raging gale to rend you asunder!
They got this. As long as they don't mess up. They come down a little bit. Yep, they're fine. Or they should be anyway. No, they're gonna...
Dragon, hear me and obey!
This is fine.
Look to the heavens for your doom! Where my rime-kissed blades! This place shall be your tomb! Crush them!
Oh, that one. That's the one that always got me.
Render unto me your all!
They did it. They were actually good tanks.
Power. Even my blade. So, this is the limit of my defiance.
Are you all right?
What's happening?
At last, the moment is at hand. You may have bested me, but not quickly enough. Too late will you look to the chasm. You've won the battle, but I win the war.
Stop this. I beg of thee, let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether. In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty voidsent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it. From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge, one who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld. Zeromus! Awaken!
No matter how powerful, a voidsent can be sealed in Memoria. Damn it. too strong.
Our warding scales may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiac's ether.
We must retreat. Everyone to me. Or an kim, chesk na in an.
That ain't good. None of that is good. Made it back safely, at last. At least. Just give me one. Anyone. In light of this development, that we escaped with our lives is an accomplishment unto itself. Would that we could have anticipated as Daya's yearning to return home could be manipulated into this fashion. Alas, we must now contend with a newborn void scent, hell's bent on breaching the rift. And one with such prodigious strength, Zeromus is unlike anything I've ever seen. So named for an ancient hero, as Golbed said, though none can say if there is ever a sliver of truth into the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in the hopes that his champion will do that which no one could in the country of Memoria, save the world. But a true hero would not damn another world to save his own. And we're not about to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup. Loath though I am to admit, we are in no state to face a voidsent of Zeromus' strike. Vitrin, not least of all, in body and mind both. For now, let us return to Rezidhan and take stock of the situation. Very well. Cylindra, might I trouble you to head to Bestway's burrow and apprise Orianji of the situation? I can be your messenger. The rest of us shall tend to Vitro's wounds before returning to Rezidhan. Pray join us there anon. Man, that's brutal. Alright, let's go talk to the bunny people. Let them know that we failed. Ah, Cylindra, thou art returned. I am pleased to say it hath been blessedly uneventful in your absence, but more importantly, what of your mission in the void? We didn't get her back. Heavens forfend, that as Daya would be used to birth a dread voidsent born of Zodiac's residual ether. Although we could not have predicted this outcome, there is one small mercy, the voidsent containment seal. As we employed the self-same brands that once imprisoned Zodiark in its creation, the seal should serve to hinder Zeromus. Yet for how long, none can say, for our enemy's strength is unknowable, whilst the barrier was erected in haste. Thou shalt join Thou shalt rejoin our comrades anon to deliberate measures, yes? And I shall remain here to maintain my vigil over the seal. Should we observe signs of an impending incursion, rest assured I shall send word without delay. Go well, my friend. All this stuff about breaking the veil and everything. So we're definitely going to see other worlds in the next expansion. Probably. Likely. I thought we were going to like go to other continents and things like that, but nope, it's more world traveling. Or at least it sounds that way. Which is fine, if they've got the time to create more worlds. Let's go to Megaduta. Megaduta. Did we get a new thing? Oh, we did get a new tombstone. Okay. Mr. Cylindra, we've been expecting you. When the Snot Tribe and your comrades returned earlier, I couldn't help but notice that they were in those spirits. I hope it is nothing too serious. But forgive me, you must be eager to join them. If you would follow me. Let's go to the Megaduta. Oh, poor Vitra.
Do you remember Ciriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of Voidsent that dwelled in my domain? Ciriato devoured Farfarello, and in so doing he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a Voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer, and when a Voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more. That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Azdaja. And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a Voidsent could be born of Zodiac's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say? I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Azdaja's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light. And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light.
Oh.
The question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
Wait. Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Fine by me. Come on then.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessel, I shall attend what preparations I may.
Ever hopeful. As Dai is my sister, and long have I dreamed of saving her. But if I am to do so, I must be better than I have been. Blessed though I am to have you and yours as comrades, I cannot well ask you to lift me up, and every time doubt and despair crept into my heart. I won't falter again. This I swear. I will hold fast to my conviction, Cylindra, and pray that you will stand with me to the last. You got it. Wood of the 13th.
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured? It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing and the pain.
Yeah, so I was right. So he is the guy that was talking. He wasn't originally in the suit.
As I promised you then, I promise you now. They shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
Light's embrace, the shadows deep, a world to save, an oath to keep. Cool. That took a lot longer than I thought. Jesus. That was a long bit. Like a long bit. I might have to do a part 2 where I do the rest of the stuff. I was gonna do everything today, but I don't have enough time for that. Hopefully I'll have better luck tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna shut off.